But how are we going to reduce racial tension? And they keep pushing them. And I wish they would ask me that. I'm not here to reduce racial tension. I'm here to increase it. I bring not peace, but what? A sword. Because in a city, as cities all across this country, where blacks don't even own their own communities, where they only spend a nickel out of every dollar they have with themselves, there cannot be racial peace and harmony until that's changed around. And there's going to be some racial turmoil while we change it around. It's got to be. We got to get ready for another 10 or 15 or 20 years of racial tension. Because it's going to take that for us to gain, if you want to call it, equality in the system. You have some groups, when we were picketing stores and so forth, after they had insulted some of our women, as you're familiar with out here, well, why don't you get your own stores? And you have to remind them, but you really don't mean that. You're just trying to put me down. Because if I own my own store, how would you make a living? So in a sense, you're going to object just as much to me owning my own as you're objecting to me now picketing yours. Because in the long run, your wealth depends on mine not owning something. And therefore, when I start owning, you're going to have another reason to fight me. So let's get used to tension. You're going to catch hell one way or the other. So you may as well catch it in the right way. This is why I talk to black psychologists who get into these useless arguments with Europeans about the cultural bias of intelligence tests. Because you must understand, it's not about cultural bias. It's not about the test at all. It's about power and the rationalization of oppression and control. As soon as you prove to them that you are as smart or smarter than they are still going to do what? Kill you. Of course. This is the way people act in real life. You get rid of your what? Your rivals. So the issue is not, right now they say we're keeping you down because you're too dumb, right?
What is good, my people? We are live back again with another live broadcast on the forecast. Back again. Can you hear me, Cassidra?
Excuse where I'm looking because I'm going to bed right after this.
Oh no, what's going on, Nicole? How are you doing? Can you hear
I'm
me?
doing pretty good. I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear Cassidra?
No.
No, I can't hear her either. I don't know if you're saying something. But anyway, I'm glad you joined. How you doing today, Nicole?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Bored.
Okay.
Tired of this space.
Okay, yeah, I think
Is
Cassidra
that
gonna
my
go out.
girl?
Yeah, I think she's gonna go out and come back in again. Um, but anyway, and I
They
don't
turn
want to.
this off, but if this is on TV, can't find nothing to watch on television. I done got up on all social media because then it pissed me off. So I don't feel like I need my peace, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you clear. Yeah, you clear to me.
Forecast?
Oh, you can't hear me now? Okay, maybe I can be. I can hear her. You can't hear me, Nicole?
I want everybody seeing me. I'm bored. I'm tired of being here. Shoot.
I'm not sure if she can hear me, y'all. So I don't know what's up with all this technical difficulty. I'm not sure if y'all can hear me. I'm gonna go out and come right back in.
Can y'all hear me? I can't hear y'all.
Okay, I can. I still can't hear. I can hear. Can you hear me, Nicole?
I can.
Okay, I can hear you, but I can't hear Cassidra. Maybe she having some technical difficulties because she is, across the water.
Oh
Okay, so
yeah,
she might got to
yeah.
come back in on her phone. I don't know what's up with this technical difficulties. Like I said, it's probably StreamYard, so I probably got to use another platform or whatever. But all right, I'm gonna give her another minute. But since you got up here though, Nicole, like I'm interested in like how do you feel about some of the stuff that me and Cassandra be talking about? Like, you think we go too far? Do you think
No, not at
we be
all.
tripping, or do you think we right on point?
I mean, you're right on point for real. It really is. I mean, look at. I mean, you can't. You look at these. Look at them. I mean, the stuff they continue to get away with. That's why my spirit is vexed right now, and I am. That's why I got off of social media and stuff. I said I can't stand to keep looking at the the disservice. Why they always winning. I mean, they'll never be caught brought for justice. They can say anything they want to and do what they want to do and continue to just I'm just tired of it. And no, I don't think I go too far.
Yeah, yeah, and that's some of the
Somebody
stuff.
need to say it.
Yeah, that's some of
Okay,
the
can
stuff
y'all
we're
hear
gonna
me
talk
now?
about.
We sure
Yeah, I hear
do
you
shoot
now.
decisions.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with my computer. I'm on my phone, so we'll do it in a minute. Sorry about that, you guys.
Could you hear me forecast?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I can
Uh,
hear
he, you
you,
know,
Nicole.
he was asking me what I thought about. Now I can't hear him.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
you can't hear him? I can.
I can't hear him now.
All right, I'm gonna go out
Okay,
and come back in one more time, and I hope that
I can't
everything
hear.
is
He coming in
working.
and out. I
I
might have to
can
go back
hear
to
you.
YouTube.
Okay, 'cause I can
I
hear
don't know.
everybody.
Okay.
Too bad you can't use
But see,
Teams or YouTube because YouTube takes too long. I mean, not YouTube, but Zoom is what not? Yeah, Zoom. You only get so much
you
time
can,
on Zoom.
yeah, Zoom don't give you no time. Yeah, but he had to go out. Okay, so you're gonna be in the show today. Okay,
I'm gonna be in
good
the
to see
show.
you.
I'm gonna spit my facts. I got off of
Well,
social
it's
media altogether, girl. But I need to protect my peace.
yeah, I
I
said
can't
that too. I
continue
got
to.
to get off social media because when I
I'm
seen
so.
about that old, the
All right, can y'all
70-year-old
both
that
hear
died,
me?
I can't take that.
Yep,
Yes,
I can
we
hear
can hear
you.
you. I can
Okay.
hear you.
I'm sick and tired of this mess, man.
Oh yeah, I done had
Every time you
enough.
look at
I
they got
can't
something,
do it.
then they got these little coon ass niggas like Kevin Hart that let some hunkies come up there and say what they want to say. I hope I don't get anybody kicked off because I use flavorful words. I'm not gonna use the flavorful word, but Cassie, but I'm so sick and tired of that, man. We
Oh
got coon
Lord.
Negroes acting the fools. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Now, DL he was doing something now for that roast. They made them take out jokes about Melania, but they was able to keep jokes in about George Floyd and continue to call them
Of course.
black women black bees. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Hart called that fun to my I had 1 point views with the number one. Who cares, coons? Who cares? You little minstrel show. That's what you are, a minstrel show. Like a little puppet. And Cat
Yeah,
Williams up
y'all
there
need some
doing his
respect.
roast. He selling his soul too.
Yeah, it's a shame to hear about it, and then you see them do it, and you
They
know
don't
what's
care nothing about
next.
that green. Yeah, all they care about is that
That's
money.
that's
Them all
it.
them stars going to that devil worshiping Met galas.
I don't think she can hear you, Cassandra.
I can hear.
Oh, I
Oh,
can.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
hearing full effect.
All right. All right, y'all. So all right, so let's just go ahead and get started, right? Because
Okay, we
it's
ready?
not that we got a particular
Let's do
topic today, but I'm interested in some stuff that I want, especially a certain case that I want to show you. But First,
I hope
let
you
me
had the
start.
one up there about that lady, the 70-year-old woman. You got her up there? When that
That
died
guy.
in the donut shop?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay, cool. We cool.
I need to go find her little white whore and beat her down, man.
Ooh,
yeah.
honey. Mm, mm.
I said what I said. I mean, not. I ain't gonna get you shut down, though.
Oh no, it's okay. They already shut me down a lot, so you good. And we say a lot worse stuff on here, so you're good. Trust me.
Mhm.
All right, so check this out, Cassidra. You know we've been preaching this for a long time, but I think more black people are starting to catch on.
Black Americans, we have found out one thing in the 21st century. We really don't have that many friends, do we? There's a
Is he
big
black?
difference between someone being
I don't know.
friendly
That's a
to
good question.
you
Yeah, he's black.
and being your friend. Friendly does not equate to being a friend. We've seen it in the polls, we've seen it in the struggles, we've seen it in the marches, we've seen everything. We just don't have a lot of friends, even among people of color. We just don't have a lot of friends. We got to drive our ship strong and encouraging, knowing sometimes we might be by ourselves. Sometimes being by yourself is okay, as long as you're
He is.
working towards humanitarian goals and in the graces of God. Being by yourself sometimes is not that bad. Let's just be aware that everybody who's smiling at us is really not our friend. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I mean, and y'all know that. Shouts out to Koku Bitter Medicine Podcast in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe and listen to him every Saturday. But we already know what y'all feel about that, but we've been saying this for a long time, and now I guess people are finally catching on to it.
I'm gonna say this, and I might be off subject, but I'm just gonna say this. It's too, we got the coon black people. They don't want to keep us, that they cause it. I think are the problem. But we got two different type of black people: Israel and Egypt. Okay, and I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I'm just irritated. I feel like I'm about to go in a revolution.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm serious. I, I'm.
Uh,
I had to get off of social media because I'm tired of it. I don't
Yeah.
even know what to say.
You got something to say, Cassandra?
You know what? I don't know how many times we got to say this. We should know this by now. And
Right,
with that incident that happened, we should see it. We know this. What is the problem? But then you got black folk that some of them don't want to know it. They know it, but they
right.
don't want to know it. They still want to please white folk all they can. And they gonna do that until the end. They gonna die with them white folk. They gonna die for them and then gonna die with them. Because what's coming? You gonna have to choose sides. If you choose the wrong side, you're going to die too. And I rest with that.
And just like I said, Cassandra before, I think I've told you this before because I believe, I don't know if I'm being like, I don't know. I just believe, when Israel, when Moses parted that Red Sea, he brought some Egyptians came with him. They brought their customs and their ways, so they blended in with us. And everybody that black ain't black. Okay, that's why we got so much division, and we got so many want to
Ain't
be
no doubt about
coons
that.
and want to and be so closely related or so adjacent to white people. That's why them the ones that's pulling us down. Them are the crabs in the barrel right there. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm irritated.
No, no, you're right. You're right. And at least to stuff like this, right? So check out what they got to say to y'all.
Is that a hillbilly?
Yeah, they want to thank you.
Forgive.
My bad.
Right. The Black community is more loving, more forgiving, more accepting than we have any right to expect them to be.
The Black people saved me. Their culture, their music,
And
their
music.
resilience.
I'm talking about with my sister-in-law how white people do not move over for you.
If you're not black and black people invite you to the cookout, that means they think you're all right. And I've been invited to a cookout, and I'm pretty fired up about it.
And what you think about all this love here that they've been getting?
They need us to do something right now. That's what this is. It's something that they want us to do for them. You know, that's what I believe. And it's getting close to them primaries, and they want these coon people to get out here and vote this Republican for them hunkies that don't like us, because they worse than the Republicans, and they want us to get out here and do their marketing for them and all that kind of stuff. So that after this stuff is over with, then they go back to hating black people or saying, oh, you know, it's usury. It's something that they want from us. It ain't never out of the kindness of their heart. That's what I believe. They want to
Well, it's
use
never out of
us.
the kindness of their heart. It's always for your detriment. Every time you do something with them or for them, it's for your detriment. It's never to help you out. Just like they're getting ready to give the dudes that did the January 6th reparations.
Right.
Come on, what's that about? That don't even make sense.
They
You
can
just
spit
writing
on us like
checks
they
just to be
always
writing
do.
checks right now. But my thing, until black people, but if we say we tired, what we gonna do about it?
Go to
We can't just
sleep.
be tired and walk away from social media. We got to be tired and turn around and do unto others. Now that's what we got to do. Because I don't think none of them, they could, one of them white folk walk up to me and say, you know, and start talking to me and grinning and smiling. I'm still going to look at them crazy because I'm like, I don't trust you. I'm waiting on you to take out a gun or a knife and stab me at any moment, even though I see your teeth, because I know how they are. And until black,
I can't hear you.
never, I'll rest.
Okay, so you ain't gonna come up and be like, I'm gonna
Can you hear
save
me?
you. Yeah, I hear you. I think on
That's
your
it.
phone it goes in
Okay.
and out
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's the shame. Okay. I don't know what to do now. I did on my phone, now I'm on my computer, so I'll switch it up again.
No, I mean, no, you good, you good. I hear you clear now. Don't you good?
Okay.
You are.
Okay, just let me know when I need to switch it up. Okay, cool. Let me know
All
when I
right,
need to switch it up.
all right, yeah. So, basically, Cassidra, you ain't gonna come save these good white folk. They need you to come back to America right now. Now, this is something that I wanted to I say because I want to hear your opinion, your opinion too, Nicole. Right now, this was a sister, right? Because you asked, what are we going to do about it right now? This is a case that's going on right now. I guess I can give y'all the shorter version of it. I guess. Let's see.
In Raleigh, North Carolina. And as an attorney myself, should I even be covering this? The answer is yes. I knew Gwendolyn White allegedly fired a weapon at 2 attorneys outside a courthouse in Raleigh, and I knew she was charged with 2 counts of attempted murder in the first degree. But when I started reading the articles, I noticed something weird. None of them actually explained what this case was even about. Like, why was she at the courthouse that day? What was the hearing even for? So naturally, I went digging. Here's what I was able to piece together, condensed to 3 minutes. Gwendolyn White had a lawsuit pending against the Roseville Police Department, and she believed officers had body camera footage from a dispute at her home with neighbors. Footage she thought would prove years of harassment against her family. But when she requested it, police said that it had already been deleted under their 30-day retention policy, but she did not buy that, okay? So for 4 years, she fought in civil court. She eventually got 3 videos that they were able to recover, but she believed that there were more. And according to court records, she didn't even receive any footage that she was required to receive until 2026. So the hearing that morning of the incident was actually about whether her dismissed case would be reopened based on the body camera footage she had finally received years after her initial request. And there were many other legal arguments that she would be bringing against the police department. For example, she had claimed that the Roseville Police Department, she had went to them for help repeatedly, but nobody listened. She alleged her neighbors had ties to the KKK, that they had harassed her and her family for years, and that they had poisoned her and her mother with arsenic, and that the police were involved in a cover-up. Miss Gwendolyn White's mother, when she was 90 years old, was eventually placed under guardianship with the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services in late 2024. Gwendolyn claimed that within months, her mother developed more than 30 open bed sores, was found lying in her own waist, and that a wound care provider told her someone had poured acid directly into those wounds. This was documented throughout social media. Her mother died on May 13, 2025, almost exactly 1 year ago. But also, a former attorney who represented Gwendolyn White in court has entered the chat.
At the time that I represented her, called the police on her neighbors dozens of times. I think it was 37 times. And they got sick of it. Every time the police came out, they would investigate. And Miss White had this fixed belief that her neighbors were poisoning her through her air conditioning system, which there's no evidence at all that that was true. I felt awful for Miss White, who I knew had not been getting the treatment that she needed.
He was actually contacted by authorities as they stated he might have been one of the attorneys that she was targeting. Authorities say that after court ended, Gwendolyn walked to her car, got a handgun, came back, and fired at the two attorneys who were representing the police department. People online are already drawing comparisons between this case and Rodney Hinton Jr. Rodney Hinton Jr. is, of course, the Ohio father accused of driving his car into a sheriff's deputy one day after the police killed his son. The attorneys who were shot are Jeffrey Whitley and Mary Harris of the law firm Fox Rothschild, and reports say both are expected to survive. If convicted on both counts, Gwendolyn White could face 2 consecutive life sentences.
So basically, she didn't finish the job, though. You know what I mean? But um, let's see here real quick.
Woman accused of shooting 2 attorneys in Raleigh will stay in jail.
A judge denied bond for 57-year-old Gwendolyn White today. She's charged with trying to kill 2 attorneys from the Fox Rothschild law firm after a civil hearing. It happened in an alley right outside of the Wake County Courthouse.
CBS 17's law and crime reporter Dina Harley joins us.
5 minutes, but the judge did explain to White that if she is convicted on all of these charges, she could spend more than 60 years in prison.
Ma'am, you are here on a first appearance for 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. Each of those carries a maximum punishment of 393 months in prison.
Gwendolyn White stood quietly in court on Tuesday morning, days after investigators say she shot and tried to kill 2 attorneys involved in a years-long legal battle with her. It began in 2021 when White allegedly got into an argument with her neighbors in Rollsville. Rollsville police responded, and White eventually requested body camera footage from them. In a law,
See how they left out how they was a part of the Klan and doing all kind of, terrorizing her.
the incident, the town and police department are represented by Mary Harris and Jeffrey Whitley of Fox Rothschild. Whitley, Harris, and White were all in court on Friday.
Fake news, Rothschild.
White became belligerent, went to her car, and got a gun. As Harris and Whitley were leaving the courthouse, police say White approached them and shot them.
You do have the right to an attorney. Would you like me to appoint you an attorney? All right, I will appoint you an attorney.
Tuesday's first appearance, mostly a technical and procedural hearing.
All right, and real quick before y'all go in, right? Because I want y'all to go in. I want you to see this, right? Because they or shut down her page, her Facebook page, and all sorts of stuff, right? When she was talking about it. So I want y'all to see this part.
12/30/2019. Just a couple of days later, on 1/2/20, these neighbors started breaking into our home repeatedly, and a confession was made on 1/3/22 to Judge McCullers and 3/3/22 on a Roseville police officer body cam. Roseville Police Department chief has fully refused to turn over that footage, and today his attorney said it has been deleted on 4/20/22 since a court request was initiated 1/3/22 and repeatedly requested by Wake County Superior Court Judge Roser. My mother is dead behind this mess, and I will get justice. Period. This is not over. And there are several other posts that refer to instances like this. Someone has played some hellish games with my mother life and mine. I will get justice. The state. All right. Peace and blessings. In which she had long, extensive, detailed, documented history of her entire situation has been removed.
All right, so I think y'all kind of get the point, but so y'all, what y'all got to say about this?
So that means it's true. So that means that but they doing what they always
do
come
best.
after you, and then they become the victims. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, I can.
Yep.
They become the victims all the time. So no matter what they do to you in their system, the only thing I want to congratulate her for being woman enough to do what needed to be done because she protected her mom. But the only thing I regret is that them bastards ain't dead. If you gonna do that, now she gonna spend life in jail, and them bastards, they still living, they still breathing. That's the only thing. That's the only regret. You're gonna do it. Make sure you do it right. I'm not condoning violence. I'm condoning justice. I'm always say that. Because this is the problem. We want to see change, but we don't know how to get change. We know how to get change. We're just scared to do it because we know that they're going to use their laws against us. No matter what, no matter what, they're going to always look like the victim because they're going to turn at this
Always.
and they're going to say, oh, she did, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to say that we went to the nursing home and that acid into her mother's wombs. They're not going to tell the whole story. Now,
That's
this is going to be up to
crazy.
her and her attorney to tell the whole story if she get the right attorney. But that's the
How they
sad
get
part about it.
access to her in a
Can
nursing
she get the
home?
right attorney in their in their laws? Is she gonna get a right attorney? We don't know. Because she probably gonna get a court appointed attorney, which is not gonna work in her favor because
He
she
worked
shot
with
one
him.
of theirs. Exactly. Exactly. So this is gonna be a hard case right here to prove. So she gonna either have to get in there and or I don't know. And she's gonna have to suck them years up. But this is the solution. Change does not come without bloodshed, you guys. This is the thing. If you want, you're gonna have to change it because I believe in do unto others. Do unto others. Now those that did what they did to that 70-year-old, they shouldn't be breathing, but they still breathing because black folks scared. That's the only thing I can come up with. We scared because it's
And it's
time to show up at some houses now. We should be showing up at the houses, those police officers, because they told them to turn over the records and they deleted the records. So that shows me that she was onto something. But they want to make her seem like she crazy because that's what the attorney said. Delete this allegedly. No, if you didn't do it, you would have given her that video without deleting it. So that speaks volumes to me. Rest.
Yeah, facts, facts. Oh, you want to say something, Nicole?
I agree with Cassie said. I get up on below my words. I get mad and I start cussing and saying all kind of other stuff, man. Yeah. They doing what they always do.
Go
They
ahead, say it,
protecting each
Nicole. Go
other.
ahead,
They
say
working
it.
together. I don't know why nobody want to leave into the city, Roseville, North Carolina. Anyway, all you know what I'm saying. My cousin live out that way. Now they give me a reason that to never go out that way to get her. She's going to come here from now on. But they doing what they always doing. They doing. I mean, doing their white privilege, their white racism. But like Cassie saying, they gonna continue to do it because black people gonna always cower down, or because they don't want to lose their things and they don't want to go to jail and all that kind of stuff. They gonna always cower down. Where the black people out there protesting at their courthouse for her? Where they at? And I know protest don't mean that, but who did you see anybody in the gallery for her? Any black people back sitting there, like in support of her? Where they at? Where her kids at? Where her why she ain't got no black attorney taking up her case instead of a public defender? Because they don't want to lose nothing. That's why. It's why. Oh my gosh, she shouldn't have did it. She went up there. She could have found another way to do it. I mean, she didn't have to go and do that. All that whimpering and Yeah, I agree with Cassie. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but I agree with Cassie. You know, and they getting worse and worse and worse. They
Oh,
getting worse and
absolutely. And it's
worse.
gonna get it's you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. They're not even gonna protect black people. And they're not doing it
Mm-mm.
now. So anytime you want to go to the judge or you want to go to the police for anything, just know that you're gonna be the blame. They're never gonna hold
Mm-hmm.
themselves accountable for shit. Nothing. You're always going to be the blame. It's always going to be your fault because whatever, you did whatever. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter. And then if you did something right, okay, and you have a reason to defend yourself, it's still going to be your fault because they don't see you ever having a reason to defend yourself. You'll never be able to hit them back and get away with it. That's just how they are. Just like this little Anthony young man getting ready to go to he getting ready to have his trial, right? You think they ain't already got a jail cell for that brother? He ain't gonna have no fair chance in that courtroom. I don't care what they get up there and say. It's not gonna be a fair shot for him. And that's the
It's
sad
not.
part about it. So just be ready now. You get ready to hit back. Just you better do it right. Because they're gonna give your ass a whole lifetime of sentencing. But just make sure you do it right. But when we start standing up together and start changing this system, because we have every God-given right to defend ourselves, but we don't understand that. That's why I talked about the bonds for the win. The bonds for the win is when an officer do something, you're going to take their bonds. You go and take their bonds. They can't work without those bonds. That's one way of stopping it. So we can do it another way. But why aren't we doing something? We have attorneys, Black attorneys. Why, what are we doing? You're sitting on those law degrees because you know if you protect Black people with that law degree, they're gonna take it. And they
Because they
know that.
made it.
You think they don't know that?
Because they
That's why
made
Black
it.
attorneys don't come forward to fight in these civil rights cases because they know that they're going to be a target.
Now,
Because
Cassidra.
guess what? You're trying to help
And they
y'all.
got white wives.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all might be mad in a minute now, all right? Because y'all
We in
mentioned some
trouble.
stuff,
Oh
but
Lord.
now
Go ahead,
listen.
Forecast. We ready.
All right, so first I'm gonna say shots out. Besides not completing the job, right? That would be the only thing left. But shots out to Gwendolyn White. You know, she's a hero in my book. You know, took matters
Yeah,
into her
that's my
own hands
hero.
and did
That
more
is my
than what
hero.
she's a hero. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but
She's a hero.
speaking of attorneys and especially Black attorneys for this sister. I want y'all to see this here, right? Because this is the conversation, right? This is also a part of the conversation. But check this out.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praise is due to the Most High. And I have to be really careful about my wording in this video because, you know, those attorneys, they like to try to cease and desist you when you tell the truth. So just let me state everything
You
that's
can say what you want to say. It's fair
this
use, bro. You
video
can
is
record
my
any public
opinion. It's
information,
not
bro.
a fact. So anything I say
In their
about this
law.
lawyer or her words are just my opinion. But this is, I think her name is Aviance Brown. She just recently came out with the video concerning the Gwendolyn White case, the Black woman who's been held on attempted murder charges for shooting two lawyers after a court hearing in Wake County. Now, this lawyer claims that she was Gwendolyn White's attorney right before the shooting happened. And she claims that she had just asked to be excused from the case before the situation happened. And she walked out of the courtroom. You're going to hear her words, but in my opinion, her words are somehow an attempt to basically almost, in my opinion, allegedly discredit what Gwendolyn White is saying about those videos. And she also says that the case had nothing to do with her mother's death, which of course, technically, legally, it doesn't, but
I'm already bad.
in the totality of everything that she has experienced,
her speak
yes, everything
I can already see what's going to
contributed
happen.
to her making that decision. Now, nevertheless, I am going to play this video.
Now, this ain't a Black man now.
Took place at the Wake County Courthouse on Friday morning.
Unless
I
you could have a white
represent her
husband.
in her request for body-worn camera footage from the Roseville Police Department. I am a business and civil litigation attorney and a civil rights professor that has dedicated my career to advocating for intentionally excluded communities, both in and outside of the courtroom. I am a trained movement lawyer that has litigated several cases aimed at holding state actors responsible for harming my community. My case record spans from lawsuits and law enforcement responsible when they harm the community.
She did. She ran down her case records and her history and all of her accomplishments as it relates to being down for the people, right? So what I'm about to say in regards to this, don't take it like I'm not on her side because I'm down for the people. Yet I had to excuse myself for, as she say, imprudent matters or imprudent behavior. Just listen.
Yeah, right.
Case against the Roseville Police Department for the release of body-worn camera footage. The pleadings show that in 2021, there was a dispute between Miss White and her next-door neighbor that resulted in law enforcement being called. Over a year later, a petition for the release of the body-worn camera footage from this incident from the officers that arrived on the scene that night was filed by Miss White in February of 2022. The first court order for the release of the footage was entered on February 8th, 2022. The police department responded by filing a copy of their retention policy, which detailed how footage is stored and secured and when it is appropriate to be released. That policy detailed that unless footage is classified as evidence, it is deleted from their system within 30 days.
Wow.
The law enforcement agency claimed that in accordance with their 30-day retention policy, because the requested footage had not been classified as evidence, it had already been deleted on or about April 3rd,
Although it was
2021.
requested for by
Now, you hear what she said, the law enforcement claimed, meaning we don't know if that's true or not. So we can take all of these statements and throw them out the window, because if her claims are true, then these people are crooked and they are willing to lie. Like she said, a statement was made on the body cam footage, and that Officer Williams told her that she will never get that footage if it was up to Chief Simmons. Let's continue.
Additionally, their filings detailed additional steps taken in coordination with an external technology company to try to retrieve the previously deleted footage. On February 24th, 2022, a second order was entered which mandated the release of any footage that could be retrieved. The court records further indicate that the attorney for the police department provided a copy of the footage that was able to be recovered to the court in 2022 and sought guidance from the court regarding reproduction to Ms. White in accordance with the language in the North Carolina statute. On August 14th, 2025, a notice of hearing was filed by Ms.
All right, I
White.
will skip it, but I don't know the exact times.
Handed her the fake flash drive. Once again, keep spinning this lady, and you wonder why she snapped.
Yeah.
January 15, 2026, the recovered body-worn camera footage was provided to Ms. White via a web link from the police attorneys. On January 16, 2026, Ms. White filed a motion for reconsideration to obtain a new trial. In April of this year, my office was contacted by a local organization to provide legal support to Ms. White. I am not a court-appointed lawyer. I am a private attorney who decided to take her case pro bono out of sincere concern and desire to help based on the allegations within the pleadings. I conducted a thorough investigation into the claims being made. The case records revealed a record-keeping log from the police department that showed that the body-worn camera footage had been deleted by the
All right, she talking about the case records indicate that a log from this police department, you know, the same corrupt police department, talking about indicated that the files had been deleted. Why are we supposed to believe their logs, ma'am? Just because it is on record does not mean it is true.
Right.
You know, corrupt police, they do lie, right, Miss whatever your name is? Let's continue.
Department in 2021 in accordance with their retention policy. But upon receiving the court order for release, technological efforts were made with an external team to retrieve whatever footage could be salvaged.
Now they're talking about it was deleted, but technological efforts were undertaken to retrieve whatever could be salvaged. If it's deleted, it's deleted. If it could be salvaged, then everything could be salvaged. See, they're playing games. How, if it's deleted, you can't recover some, but you can recover some. That doesn't make any sense.
I received the recovered body-worn camera footage from the police attorneys.
What do you say?
I said, so was the tape really deleted? If I can get part of it, but I can't get the part that I need, so that therefore the tape was not deleted. So they're pulling. So I'm gonna tell you what, I believe that there was something. This attorney, they paid her or they threatened her. She had to get up here and do this because they want a conviction from that lady, because they want to stop other black folk from doing the same thing. Because they know if they don't convict this woman, other black folk gonna do the same thing. This gonna give black folk ideas. But we got an idea anyway. Whether they convict her or not, we already know she's gonna be convicted. But we already know that they're using her to drive in the nail in her coffin.
And that's why I'm
because they're
mad.
always gonna use one. Always
Go
gonna
ahead.
use one. It's
Let me
always
ask y'all,
gonna
have-
use one, but they wouldn't have been using me. My thing is she should have been defending her. But she
Exactly.
can't because of her career. She can't because you have to understand she's working under them crackers. She's working in their system. So she can only do so much. Because if you're gonna go up against them, you got to be ready to lose your life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that's why she had to pull out. because it was
Let me,
only so much that she can do. I'm not gonna go to school 50, and this is how these attorneys are. You got to get up there and you got to. There's a lady called Amelia Sutton. She studied law. She's not an attorney, but she can do that law just as good as any attorney. And sometimes you got to do it another way to get the job done. But this girl right here, they're gonna use this girl to crucify that black woman. Period. They're gonna always use one of us. So I don't
but
even care what she got to say. Seriously. But go ahead and play it. Go ahead. I'm
but
done.
no, let me
I'm
ask y'all a
through.
question though. Have y'all ever seen a lawyer talk against a defendant or somebody in a court case before? A
No, it's
private
supposed
lawyer.
to be against their what is it?
Exactly.
What do
Exactly.
you call it? How can you come
Attorney-client
up there?
privilege.
Exactly. So this is how you know that she's just as dirty as they ass is. But it's always one of us. We will never fucking
She want to
stick together.
separate herself from the
Never.
case because she don't want to hurt. She separates herself from
Exactly.
the case, not to help her because
Exactly.
I believe she's serving her
She
own
can't.
interests. I don't think she can.
She cannot. She can't get in there and do that and still have a career. She can't get in there and do what she need to do because they said she was on the case until like the day of in court. She stepped away the day of court. So therefore, she was either scared or threatened. I'm telling you, them crackers behind this. They always gonna be behind that. They either paid her or they threatened her. She'll never tell you. Not now, not right now. But she's gonna put the nail in her coffin because she can. Because we're looking at her and people are looking at her and say, well, and listen to what she's saying. She's making it sound like the woman crazy for real. But my thing is, it's all about the word salad. If I use the right words, I can convince you of anything, just like they doing with that 70-year-old woman. You can.
Consider
Well,
you went
I don't
out.
mess with that. Go
What's
ahead.
that, baby doll?
We already know. We already know that woman is done. The only thing I'm sad about is she didn't finish the job. That's the only thing. But at
Right.
least she's doing something. She did something to get somebody's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
Facts.
all right.
Yeah, fact. All right,
On
let's
May 7th, 2026.
like a few minutes. Oh, not a few
In
minutes.
accordance with the professional rules of conduct, which allow attorneys to be released from a case upon court approval in instances such as imprudent actions contrary to a lawyer's advice, I filed a motion to withdraw as counsel on May 15th.
So there we have it. She's talking about she reviewed the footage and in accordance with the policy for lawyers for imprudent actions, in contrast to what the lawyer thinks, I decided to file a motion to withdraw from the case. What are these imprudent actions? What did you see on the video? And what did you guys disagree with? And she said she filed a motion on May the 15th. And then, of course, when that motion was heard, that is when she left, in my opinion, Miss White in the court high and dry to fight this corrupt police,
That's
this
my thing.
corrupt court system, and this corrupt injustice system by
Yep.
herself. Let's listen to whatever more I can stand for her.
On the day of the shooting, I appeared in court and argued my motion to withdraw pursuant to several permitted bases under the rules. The drug.
You see what she's doing? Several permitted bases. So basically, you're trying to find a way out of this situation. Who got to you? Allegedly.
Right.
There you go, Cassandra. There you go.
Exactly. I already know it. I know how these crackers operate. I've been dealing with them bastards too long.
There you go. You said it,
No,
Cassandra.
they threatened her. Huh? Can you hear me?
I said you said that too. You said that.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna rest my case with that right there. I'm done.
You said it. You called it.
Man, so shouts out to Gwendolyn White, a real hero. And this comes down to the conversation of like, why can't we get anywhere? Well, because we're either cowards or greedy and just as low down. I wouldn't even say that, but I think some level of threat because it can't be that much money in the world. Like this sister knows what's up, and she claims she's a civil rights activist. So it can't be that much money in the world, right? Well, she's already a lawyer, so it has to be some other stuff. But at the same time, right, it comes down to are we going to protect ourselves and each other though. Anyway, y'all want to say anything else about it before we go on to the next thing?
just,
I'm
you know what?
good.
I don't even know what else we're never going to get justice in their system. We know that. So
We're
either
never
you do
going
unto
to.
them and you go to jail, or you just let them continue doing what they're doing. Because I'm gonna tell you what, believe that they saw something on that camera, because you can't pick half of the video and not. So they didn't delete the video. They don't delete shit. That's what they don't do. They do that stuff till times get
I don't
better,
think they can
but
delete
you'll
nothing.
never see it. What that believe I don't. You know, my thing is they're not going to delete it because they need that to prove that you know how they like to take pictures of everything. They got the
Right.
video, and
If
they
they kill
told
him.
her, look, this is what it's gonna be. You gonna either do what we ask you to do, or you won't have your degree. You won't be able to practice. We're gonna destroy you. And she know they can. So that's why she backed up. She's not gonna destroy her career for nobody. That's just what it is. We just greedy. We're not like this thing. She's not gonna cheat. She ain't saying it's always somebody that's going to, you know, that's gonna go against us as is. And the only way we're gonna be able to beat it is separate from them and have our own system, our own neighborhoods, our own everything. You cannot go in their system and think it's gonna be fair. Gwendolyn could have taken their bonds if she had have known about it. And a lot of black folk don't know about that. For the Win, read it. Bondsforthewin.com. You can go after their security bonds, and police officers cannot hold another public seat. Bonds for the Win. That's .com. Look it up. That's what we have to start doing. Go after their bonds, because once you go after the police officer security bonds, they can't work ever again. They can't hold another public seat. And that's for anybody holding a public seat. You can go after them, those bonds, and they can't practice. And I rest with that.
Yeah, facts, you know. Um, all right, so check this out, right? Listen to this.
Roseburg, Oregon is a sundown town that is anti-black, and I can show you that by proving that they are actively covering up a murder of a black man who they are pretending is missing. This whole town is complicit, especially the damn police. Tycurius Ray is a black American man who's based out of Alabama who came to Oregon, specifically Roseburg, to be with a white woman.
All right, so act like I ain't hear that part, Cassidra.
And Tycurius Ray was last seen on December 28th of 2023. Now, I arrived in Roseburg, Oregon in January 2024. Now, you know that you don't just arrive to a
Oregon
town and own a farm.
Right.
First Rifleman was out there, I think.
Who was out there?
What the hell you doing in
Some dude that used to come on it live.
Oh, okay, sorry. That white woman lured him down there so they can kill him. Well, that's all I'm gonna say.
You know she did. That's what they do. But they never hold themselves accountable. But go ahead. We're gonna listen to Rosewood, Oregon. Y'all gonna stay around this white sundown town.
Why he's still there?
That's a good question because he was like,
Because he
yeah, I'm
got
the
a white
only other
woman
black
too.
person.
Yeah, he got a white
got a
woman
white
too. I was
woman
thinking
too.
the same thing. You don't get him next.
Oh Lord.
From an apartment without doing some commuting beforehand. So I was already in Roseburg in November and also December. And in late December, I saw Tycurius Ray with a white woman. That's the one detail that the police don't want to put out because this white woman's name is Savannah Taylor. Savannah Taylor's boyfriend is Dustin Barkley Wright. Dustin Barkley Wright, on the last day that Tycurius Ray was seen, same day, December 28th of 2023, Dustin Barkley Wright was accused of beating up Savannah, pointing a gun in her face and strangulating her, and he was convicted. Only served 2 days. Same day this man was last seen. That black man.
So basically, they was white on white crime, the Epstein culture, where the Neanderthal male beats the hell out the Neanderthal female. You know,
Exactly.
that's just
And
what
then he
happened.
turned
Then
around and he killed it. And then he turned around and killed the brother because he was messing with. Now, why would you go down there doing that? Leave these crackers alone. What do we have to do to get y'all to leave them women alone? You done lost everything. There is nothing else left, black men, for you to do with them white women. Either you're going to jail or you're going to die. So leave them alone. Or you're going to lose all your wealth. Ask Jonathan. The man
he
who
ran
said
down
he's
the
running
street.
from the white woman.
Guilty.
And still lost everything. Still was guilty. What the heck?
Damn. Ain't run fast enough. All right.
So I go talk to Savannah's sister and her whole family, and even Ticurious Ray, the black man's ex-girlfriend, who he was cheating on with this white woman. Come and find out, Dustin wanted to kill, quote, that N-word. In fact, there's a whole confession tape at the Roseburg Police Department actually have what this man is on tape confessing. I called the Roseburg Police and they openly committed. Sergeant Enda admitted they have the tape, but they called it hearsay.
They finna delete that too.
This black man, Ticurious Ray, has been missing since freaking December 28th of 2023, and you call it hearsay when a white supremacist who routinely called him a nigger is openly saying he took him out, and you have a tape of this, and you calling that hearsay? Mind you, Dustin Barkley Wright, after being convicted of strangulating and pointing a gun at Savannah and beating her up on the same day that this black man was last seen, he only served 2 days. Do you think this man's not being fucking protected? This whole town and this city council and their police are actively covering up a damn murder right now. And I'm the only person in town, a foundational black American, who's going to bring their asses to goddamn justice. You want to...
Where he at today?
Because I know you was going to pick up on it.
And we heard from him lately.
That's all I was about to say. I'm the only Negro in town, damn it. That's what you was really saying.
I bet you we won't be able to find that Negro. He gone too. Justin got him too.
Dad, what you think about this, Nicole?
I mean, he had no business being there, man. He kept going all the way to Utah. Where he was at, Utah, Oregon, they all the same place, you know.
That's crazy.
What they doing down there? They only got one black. He the only black person that's still there, sitting around there, and he on social media screaming and hollering so they can come get his ass next.
He done too. They took care of him. He gone. They can't even find him either. He would the other dude.
Where his white woman at? Screaming and hollering.
He say that for business.
One, trust me, he got one.
Oregon. I mean, who goes to Oregon? I mean, for real.
Oh, he got one. He didn't Oregon. He ain't going to Oregon for nothing.
Please. Idaho, Oklahoma, all them places.
Montana, y'all say
Montana.
Yeah. South
We know they got that's neo-Nazi land down there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Please.
Y'all better get some down there. And go ahead, forecast.
All right.
They saw the altercation. In fact, some of Ticurious' friends. How do I know this? I know this because some of the people who were with Savannah and also Ticurious, they saw the altercation. In fact, some of Ticurious' friends thought that his girlfriend at the time had set this meeting up between Dustin and Ticurious.
I the white girl setting them up.
From Ticurious. And the reasons why is because he kept beating up Savannah. That's why Savannah kept messing around with this black man. He kept beating her up 2 to 3 times a goddamn week.
She kept going to that black
man. A lot.
How come she couldn't come to him?
About my video, about being a black trucker going through these sundown towns, and they're like, "You're lying, racism doesn't exist. You're lying." Okay, let me break down a history lesson for you guys.
All right, we don't need a history lesson because we need a right now lesson, right? We need
that Roseville's a sundown town where that woman was.
Yeah. So
anything got roads and it's deadly anyway. It sound like.
Yeah, it sound like y'all was right. The white girl didn't set him up.
She lured him down there. She's my friend. She wanted to taste the black, thing, and then set his ass up. That's what I think. And his dumb ass in there screaming and hollering instead of getting his ass up out of there. He wants to then talk about it and calling the police, asking them questions and stuff. Hey, get your ass back down to Detroit or wherever you need to be going to,
Okay, he gonna leave that white woman. Oh no,
Detroit,
he gonna leave
DC, where he can blend in.
What Becky told her, Becky gave him 7 rules how to get a black man. Didn't y'all see that?
Oregon.
Okay.
Who the hell goes to Oregon?
Damn. I don't know. Maybe As I can't even defend the brother. Damn, bro. You do got to get the hell up out of there, bro. But I don't know. Maybe he's selling suntan lotion or something. I don't know.
He down there doing some dumb stuff. What he doing in Oregon? There's no excuse for him to be down there other than passing through with a semi truck to drop off something. Okay, in the daytime.
Okay. That's funny. He's hollering at the police. The police about to kill his ass next.
They coming to get it. If he ain't done, like Cassie said, where he at? We need a wellness check on him.
I'll send y'all sisters to Oregon to try to see if y'all can save him, I guess.
Yeah, right.
No, thank you, honey. You can pass on that one.
You shouldn't have went down there.
I don't go where I'm not wanted.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Oh
go where I'm
man.
not wanted.
All right. So
women are one of the main reasons why Black people were lynched.
What?
I knew this, but it was crazy seeing it laid out to me plainly when I went to the National Memorial.
This is for some brothers, you know what I'm saying?
It's the memorial that the Equal Justice Initiative did in order to visually show the impacts of racial terror and lynching on Black people across the country. And I've been there before, but this time in particular, they have plaques that explain particular instances for individual Black people of why they were lynched. A good chunk of them had to do with white women. Frank Dodd was lynched for annoying a white woman. William Donegan was lynched for having a white wife. Caleb Gadley was lynched for walking behind the wife of his white employer. Clinton Briggs was lynched for using inappropriate language with a white woman. There was a Black man lynched for writing notes to a white woman, for carrying a photo of a white woman, for asking a white woman for a drink of water, for scaring a white girl, for kissing a white woman on the hand, for walking past the window when a white woman was taking a bath, for asking a white employer to marry his daughter, for knocking on the door of a white woman. I bring this up because there's a very interesting.
And by the way, Ida B. Wells has a book called The Red Record, where she actually writes down like a lot of the lynchings and the reasons why. And like she said, most of them was white bitches, you know.
Stupid shit.
Yeah.
They can quit lying about the white one. They just did it for sport because they're not human. I don't care what nobody says. They're subhuman, and they just ain't human. They are fucking animals.
Yeah. But y'all do know though, like y'all said, those athletes, like the girl said with the video, another brother has just got caught up already, behind a white girl.
In a lawsuit. Ciao. So this is model, actress, and social media influencer Sophie Hall. And back in May of 2023, she purchased a ticket for her 10-year-old son to go to Tyreek Hill's football camp. According to the lawsuit, prior to purchasing that ticket, Sophie never had any interactions with Tyreek. However, the day after she purchased that ticket, Tyreek slid into her DMs saying, quote, "Not." She replies, "Not what?" And then he says, "Not 6'1", which is, and when it came time for the camp, Sophie comes down a day early because Tyreek told her that he wanted to hang out. At this point, they exchange phone numbers, and about 10 days after the camp, Tyreek flies Sophie out to spend a few days with him at his house. Now, according to Sophie, she arrived on June 28th. She spent the morning with his mom and his sister while Tyreek was out for a few hours. And then when he came back, he did some drills in his backyard. According to Sophie, after Tyreek did the drills with his trainer, he then invited her to join him in doing some. See, this is already a bad idea. Because why would you play football with someone who plays football? So Sophie says on the first play, Tyreek tells her he's going to play offense while she plays defense. His mom, his sister, his friend, and his trainer are all outside watching.
All right, this story is kind of boring, but
Definitely keep flying that bitch out there. That's all I'm saying.
And now look at him in court.
She didn't take all his money because she's
receiver
stupid.
Tyreek Hill, after allegedly he fractured her leg in what she says was a football lesson gone wrong. Local 10's Sanella Sabovic is live in Fort Lauderdale with much more from the courtroom today. Sanella.
Tyreek Hill is upstairs along with the plaintiff, a woman suing him for allegedly breaking her leg 3 years ago at his Southwest Ranches home.
Does anybody here know anything about this case?
Nearly 100 potential jurors questioned.
Big Dolphin fan.
Ahead of a civil trial involving former Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill. They were
That's
asked
what
to
he gets.
commute him. If so, could they remain
Dumbass.
unbiased? Social media influencer with more than 2 million
That
followers,
white girl too.
model Sophie Hall, claims Hill broke her leg during a football drill at 3 after
Alright.
Hill
And she waited 3 years to sue him.
Why is you playing? Why is you?
That's what he get. I
Make
don't
it
feel
make
sorry
sense.
for him.
Make it make
That's what the hell he
make it
gets.
make sense. What in the world are you back there playing football? What we doing here? But
But
that's crazy. Make it make
Cassie,
sense.
what I say my
Yo.
mother used to say? I ain't gonna say it on
Uh-oh,
here, but
don't say it. Don't say
I
it.
know you.
Don't
That's
say it.
what happened, right? I ain't gonna say it because yeah, that's just what happened.
Here. Wait a minute, what about the other one who just so he was married to somebody, one of them white women for 18 months. She's suing him now for $100,000 car. He's got to pay alimony of all of this money. He's still required to pay the house note and electric, and she still has access. She wants access to the $5.5 million, but he's paying her like $400,000 a month in alimony. This is,
That's what he
but they
get
were only
to.
married for 18 months, and she's taken half of what he earns now. Half of it.
That's
Half.
what he gets. And he need to lose his money.
Y'all answers, you done worked hard to get there, and then you get there, and then you pull a damn piece of trash out the trash to take with you. Make that make sense.
That's what they say. Food and this
Make
money
it
shall
make
soon
sense.
part.
But you know
Hmm.
what? I don't feel bad because
I don't need
black
that.
women have
That's what he
struggled with
gets.
your ass, your broke ass, all this time, and now you get money, and then you go to the trash to get what? You couldn't take a black woman
And she
with you,
playing that real
but you know
well
what?
because
You
she
got what you
knew
get.
she playing that
Yeah,
real. She knew
you
the
got
law was gonna be
because
on her side,
3 years,
just like
3 years
Tiger Woods,
later,
dumbass. Hmm.
3 years later. But you know what? Hey, play dumb games, you get dumb results. I don't
Yep,
feel
that's
bad
something
for him
like my
because you
mother
get what
said.
you get.
Uh-huh.
So you go ahead, have a good day, have a good life, and give all your money to that white woman because she gonna see that little date is gonna cost you millions, and I hope it was worth it. And I rest
They
my case.
probably have them do it. Let's get all that money. I want y'all to start seducing them so we can go with them.
Exactly. They
But
got a class. You see, the white woman had a whole class out there telling them white girls how to do it. She had a whole class. We didn't we do the show on that last week forecast or something? The
them
7 steps
coon
on how
ass
to get a rich
Negroes.
NFL player.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I'm
I
done. Go
saw it.
ahead.
Well, I'm gonna send y'all sisters on a mission across America to save all the brothers out there and bring them back.
I ain't gonna find none of them. When they want to leave the black one they grew up with in high school, with, went through the thick and thin, then they leave them go. Mm-mm.
You gotta save the people. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a choice, right? If y'all want to be like, cause the next part will probably make y'all real mad, and we can skip to the end part, right? Which is more of a lesson, but it's up to y'all. Do you want to be that mad?
The same story.
No, there's a bunch of different ones that'll probably piss you
I'm
off.
not mad about nothing because guess what? Until black folk do what they need to do, they need to hear shit like this. They need to get mad. Maybe they need to get mad. Go ahead and play all of them. Because guess what?
Okay.
Maybe somebody will hear and get mad and want to do something about it.
I'm
Play them
already
all. Go
mad.
ahead.
Oh, I forgot.
Hey,
Before we do
hey.
that, the way to handle the white Neanderthal or the Neanderthal female, as I would say a white bitch, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be respectful to y'all and say the
Who
Neanderthal
cares?
female. But this is how they are handled in the wild.
No, you are obviously because I didn't put my hands on you. Shut the fuck up. Hey, what's going on? Why is everyone yelling? Man, because black bitches don't know how to. Whoa.
Ooh.
Hey! Let's go!
That's what she get.
Hurry, let's go! Hurry, let's go! Hey!
That's the best part of the video. I'm good.
I
What you
had
say,
to give
Cassie?
y'all I had to give y'all something before y'all got mad real quick.
I said that's the best part of the video right there. I'm good. That's all. I'm good. I can go back and lay down. I'm good.
Well, no, I gotta. All right, so no, I want you to turn up now because check this out, y'all. And this is a bunch of different stuff. This is not the one thing.
Be at a daycare. Traveling at the Syrupy case in Virginia Beach, a 63-year-old woman is charged with abusing a 10-month-old baby at a daycare. Police
I can't
arrested
watch
Jimmy
that.
Jane
That's
Grantham
babies.
over the weekend. More on what we know tonight from Markeisha Jackson.
The mother of the child who was allegedly abused said it happened while her son was at daycare here at the Just for Kids preschool and child care center. That mother has since gotten a lawyer. Her legal team at Cooper Hurley says the alleged incident took place on March 13th. They say her then 10-month-old son was dropped off at his daycare that morning. Later that day, they say the child's mother received a call from someone at the
Now you see that broken leg, right? A 10-month-old baby with a broken leg, as opposed to a fat white bitch with a broken leg, right? You know,
daycare
see
concerned
who's
the boy had
going for
injured his
blood.
foot. Doctors at CHKD later determined the child had a fractured shin. The mother says she has been given varying explanations about how it happened. And over the weekend, Virginia Beach police arrested 63-year-old Jimmy Jane Grantham and charged her with felony child abuse and neglect. Sit on Your Side reached out to Just for Kids to learn more about Grantham's role with the center, but have yet to get a response. Lawyers for the family say, quote, this type of injury should never happen to any child. Parents who send their children to daycare have a right to expect that their children will be kept safe from harm. When that doesn't happen, those responsible need to be held accountable. CPS and police are continuing.
Now, I already know what you're gonna say, Cassidra. Who is responsible here?
The parent. Why the hell you keep taking your children around them? Times you gotta tell you. They don't know how to treat you on your jobs, but you're gonna give them full access on baby. I don't feel bad until you get it. Maybe they need to break some more damn bones. Maybe they need to drown some kids. Maybe they need to do some more harm. Seriously, what's the take? We're talking about this shit for how long, forecast? And they still turn around and keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over. I don't understand. I don't even know what to say. Okay, how many more bones got to be broken for you to take your children, get your children away from these Neanderthals? They're dysfunctional, and those are not humans. Those are Satan's seeds. We don't understand that by now. I keep telling y'all, those are Satan's seeds.
Yes, they
You don't
are.
get it now? Okay, well, go ahead. Keep on giving them your baby. She probably, I thought she had some friends. That woman probably was smiling in her face every day and set up and treating her son bad. And now she done broke the leg. Now you know. But you should have known before you went
She should have
there.
been in jail right
Why
there with him.
honey, the part that I'm upset about is that I didn't hear that her leg was broke. That's the end of the broadcast. You said, well, the mom's in jail because she went up there and broke the sitter's leg. The
Mm-hmm.
daycare worker who broke her son's leg. Now her and her son's in the same hospital room. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear how you solve the problem. I want to hear what did you do about the abuse? I don't want to hear, well, it's an investigation. No, I want to hear when her funeral is. How is her broken leg? That's what I want to hear.
Right.
And I'm gonna rest with that.
No, facts, facts. I know you've seen this one already, Nicole. Yeah, but yeah, they not everybody is Gwendolyn White. Shouts out to that sister, and I finished the job. But I know y'all seen this already with the teacher hanging the baby.
Oh,
So that's a commonplace thing. But
that's what
check
I was
this
telling
one
you
out.
about Cassie.
But see, there it is again. Okay, so how many times we got to tell you they're training your babies at a young age because they know all we got to do is get to them early, and we can destroy these little bastards. That's what they saying. And then they show you, and you still don't have sense enough to separate from them to educate your own children. You still don't have sense enough to do that. So why should we feel bad again? Because you sending your child to an all-white school. Why?
In
Okay,
Oregon somewhere.
we entertaining ourselves now.
They in
Go
Oregon
ahead,
too?
keep entertaining.
Nah, I don't know where they at. They could be anywhere. No, they're in Florida. Here, in Florida.
Florida ain't
Yeah.
no better than Oregon. They
It
have the
sure
same
ain't.
thing as Oregon
Or Texas, or Ohio, or New York, or Pennsylvania, or
or America,
Virginia, or
period.
North
Or
Carolina.
America,
Well, I'm
period.
from Ohio.
Yeah,
So,
Ohio,
so
or
you ought to
Iowa,
know.
or
Ohio,
Texas,
we African food in Ohio too.
or Louisiana,
All of them.
or
All
All
50
Arkansas,
states,
America,
every
we gonna
50
have to put up with
states.
you. Exactly.
Now
Exactly.
check this. This one is in Mississippi. I ain't even say Mississippi, Lord.
Robert Joseph
Another
Harris,
teacher here.
who was accused by this child's mother of body slamming, choking, and assaulting, attacking 12-year-old Tyron Gilmore in the good state of good old Mississippi. Not only that, Harris is also accused of shooting at the child's mother after she had went to the sheriff's office to file charges, yet they still have not arrested the man the day of this information that I received. Peace and blessings, all praises due to the Most
That
High.
should have been the court calling the coroner office. See, this is what I'm saying. The man turned around and beat up her son. Now, this is the whole story. This story is amazing. He beat the son up. Then he turned around and saw the mom because she filed charges on him. And he started shooting at the mom while she was driving down the street. That would have been a good reason, a good day for him to meet your car. I'm just saying. You fell and you shooting while she driving? Really? Man, they'd have been, well, his funeral is Friday. What are we doing here? We don't do nothing. We're gonna call the police. I'm not calling nobody. I'm not calling nobody but the coroner. Do you hear me? Period. And I'm gonna rest with that.
Facts.
Face no charges. His charges were dismissed. And so now we have another 12-year-old black boy being assaulted.
Okay. So we're gonna just keep going, all right? This is another incident at school. I guess was a older young brother. So check this out. And then there's a bunch of videos.
My piece.
Who's getting arrested?
And he had his hands behind his back already, and they just slammed him. And then you see the brother standing there, the black cop.
Wait, I have evidence.
Okay, so what, but he was not resisting. Like, why were you punching him in the face?
No. Why would you?
Okay,
No,
I'm
that's
not
gonna have this conversation with you guys, okay?
Why would you? Punch
I
him
already
in the
answered your
face?
question. So if you'd like to talk to my supervisor, my name is Michael Kendler. You're welcome to talk to him. He was here for the incident. I used the necessary force to overcome his resistance to effect my arrest. Okay. So is there any other questions I can answer for you? That's fine. You can report because I'm reporting to you. So is there any other questions?
In other words, what is you niggas gonna do?
My supervisor's name is Michael Pena. He's in charge of the school. So if you'd like to talk to him, you're welcome to. There were several other officers here as well too that witnessed it.
Okay, so what is he being arrested for?
He's arrested for resisting and for injuring a staff member.
Injuring a staff member.
He'll be booked into juvenile hall.
Now you get arrested for resisting, but you have to be getting arrested to be resisting. But this is the Hispanic one here. You know, the white Hispanic cop here. What you think about that though, Cassidra? Oh, Nicole fell off.
I don't feel anything about
Can you
it.
hear me, Cassidra?
I hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Maybe y'all can't hear me.
Uh-oh. You can't hear me? Go ahead and come back in. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Can you guys hear me in the chat?
Oh, they hear you,
Nicole, she
but
fell out.
I can't hear you. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go out and come back
Nicole
in.
must have
But
fell
yeah, go
out.
ahead and talk real quick. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Yeah. So you guys, okay, we see what's going on. We understand what's going on. But now it's time for us to come up with a plan. What is it that we're supposed to do about this? You're supposed to do unto others. Don't report it. Just handle your business. Period. We got to stop with this. Well, I'm calling the police. Okay, you're calling the police, but what results are we getting? We're getting not guilties. We're getting no charges. Just like the man that actually beat up the 12-year-old, He beat the boy in the classroom. The other kids had to leave out the classroom, go and get a teacher across the hall, bring the teacher to break up the fight. The teacher broke up the fight. Then they took the 12-year-old to the office. And guess what? The teacher then followed them to the office and was trying to get at the boy again. So they had to lock the little boy in the classroom, no, in the office for them to keep the boy away from the teacher. Now you got this teacher that's going bananas who's getting ready to go back to the classroom and work with other black students, right? But see, this is what's going on with black people. We so afraid of offending these crackers that we'll put our children in jeopardy every single day and call it an education. No, your babies are getting indoctrinated and they're getting PTSD because of the simple fact you still don't understand who your fucking enemies are. What is it going to take for you to understand who your enemies are? I'm tired of telling you myself. So maybe if you see these videos, maybe you'll get it. And I rest with that.
Dang. You want to say something, Nicole? I don't know if she's still there. You on mute if you talking.
Nicole, we can't hear you. Are you there?
I'm not sure if she
She done went
there.
to sleep.
Oh.
Go ahead.
All right, yeah. You would have to hit the mute if you want to sleep. But all right. So we'll keep going then.
It's her bedtime.
I don't mean to have her blood pressure up this early. I mean this
I
late.
think so. I think we got her blood pressure up. She's taking her blood pressure medicine.
All right, so check it out here.
Sir, there's a seat here.
Just leave her alone. She's still.
There's a seat. There's a seat here.
You can record all day.
There's a seat here. It's okay.
You see? It's no space.
Look, exactly. We're all sitting. It's all right.
But it's no space.
You're sitting, sir.
Did I give you permission? No.
You are right, but
Okay, but can you move? Can you move,
oh my God! No, I'm not
I'm not giving you
moving.
permission to record.
No,
So
I'm not moving. No, I'm not moving.
Why the babies, Cassidra?
You have to tell me you're recording. You're not
No, I don't have to tell.
See why the babies?
Where's Muhammad? Why the baby? Because they grew up to act like that.
Look at this bitch teeth. Like you can see she's
Not
like,
for
as you would say, a
everybody.
demon. And she spit on her.
Jesus. Okay, I gotta go. I'm done. Oh my God.
Handle it with class and dignity.
Can you move?
Right.
Because I was sitting here and she came here.
Did she spit in her face and she's still conscious?
Can you move, please?
So you're sitting, I'm sitting there.
No,
space.
you came to my space.
Sir, we're all sitting. We are in that.
Okay, I know, but she came to.
I want us to go.
All right. And
Oh
yeah,
my
Nicole,
God.
if you have to hit the mute button, or maybe I'm tripping. All right,
I'm
there you
here.
go.
It was messing up.
Maybe
I
I'll
can hear
trip
y'all.
again.
I heard y'all, but y'all couldn't hear me, and I couldn't find my screen, so I had to close down the whole
Now
phone
y'all
and
can't hear
get back
me,
up.
right?
Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you, Forecast. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes,
I
I
can hear
can hear
both of
you.
y'all. I'm good now.
All right,
Okay.
good.
Okay, I have a question. Did I see the white woman spit in that black woman's face and she's still conscious? Did we see that? Or did I miss that part? I think I seen that part where the woman just spit in the black woman's face. I'd have reached across that husband and it would have been on. See, this is what I'm saying. They know you're not going to do
Y'all
anything.
still hear
So
me?
they do shit like this. We can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear.
What's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear both of y'all.
Okay. So we just saw this whole thing where the white woman spit in the black woman's face. But my thing is, until we do unto them and stop asking questions and stop calling the police, because we're not going to get justice in their justice system. When they do something to you, handle your business, period. So it's not premeditated. You're already taking actions, because then you lost your mind and you can do what you call that? Um, you have to go to the mental hospital then instead of jail. You gotta do something. We can't sit up here and know that they're doing this and getting away with it and not do anything. It's time for us to show up at some houses. It's time for us to show up at some judges' houses, some sheriff department houses, some deputies' houses, some judges, lawyers. It's time for us to show up. And we've stopped doing that. We're just tired. So what are we going to do? Are we going to stay tired or are we going to do something about it? I don't understand. And I'm going to rest with that. Because at this point, this is abuse at this point. It's downright abuse.
Yeah. All right.
Now we have a
So,
mental issue.
can you hear Nicole? I can't hear her. Can you hear her,
Gotta go back
Cassidra?
out and come back in. I don't hear it. No, she's not talking.
I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there
okay.
she go.
We can
Yeah.
hear you now. Okay, we can hear you. Okay, go
I
ahead.
had to go out and come
Okay.
back in.
Nah, we hear you. Can you hear us?
We hear you.
I
Can you
guess
hear
we
us?
still.
I
She
can hear
probably can't
you.
hear.
I can't hear
Okay.
forecast.
Yo,
Oh, I
something
can
is
hear both
going
of
on
them.
because every time she go out, I can't hear
I
anything,
can
and
hear you, but I
then
can't hear forecast, or I can't hear the video either.
Oh, you're not hearing the video either? Because I hear the
Mm-mm.
video.
yeah, tell her to go out.
No, but I can
You
only
may
hear
have to go out and
you.
come back in. Go out
Someone
and come
do.
back in, Nicole. Go out and come back in. Okay, forecast.
All right, yeah, it's something going on with it. Like it's like every time she go out, I lose. Like I can't hear anything, but I can tell like you can hear it because I listen to it on my phone. But I don't know what's going on. All right, so you can still hear me, right, Cassidra?
I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's just go to the
That was
next
the
one.
one with the lady,
Because
the
we're
nurse,
taking
the
birthday
nurse.
pictures at a public park because we're taking pictures. Asking our dogs to attack us. Don't
All
hide
right,
now.
so hold
Just
on
got to
now.
university
I think
first.
it's
I
my
did.
computer too.
I have a graduate's degree for your information in psychology. But
All right, I don't know what's going on now. I think I need to
No, we
X
can't hear
some
the
of this.
video, so you may have to start it
Huh?
over.
See, like, yeah, every time she goes out, I can't hear anything anymore. So I'm
Oh,
gonna play the
really? You can't hear
video and
nothing?
I'm gonna go out and come back in again, and hopefully everything working right.
You guys, we do
she's calling the
apologize
police
about
on
that.
2 little black babies. I have my camera right here because we're taking birthday pictures at a public park because we're taking pictures. Asking our dogs to attack us. Don't hide now. Just gone to university first. I did. I have a graduate's degree for your information in psychology. But here, this is an I don't look like it. Why? Because I'm black. And this is the pure example. You are a prime example of racism. They're toddlers. They're babies. That wasn't my kid. That wasn't my kid. That wasn't my kid. It's a park. He was not in the street. You're lying.
So can y'all both hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you, and we hear this disgusting conversation that's going on right now with these two.
Yeah,
We can
that's
hear you.
crazy.
Can
Okay.
y'all hear in the chat?
Can you hear Nicole?
Nicole, you there?
See, I don't know what's going on now.
Let's just keep going. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
It's okay. You, not your kids. You gave your kids permission. No better. So first of all, my son didn't come over to you. Running over to my dogs without that wasn't my child. I hope you guys can find this woman. I'm not gonna argue with the bigot. Please do your thing. This is not gonna work for you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you that now. And when God judges you, when you go to sleep, when God judges you, and I see you don't believe in Him because someone wouldn't be doing that. With all the black people that get killed that shouldn't get killed, where was God then?
Damn. You heard that?
Well, we understand. Yeah. Next.
All right. No, you want to say something?
Okay.
Okay.
Because we're gonna face them all the time. Maybe this is a good show because I need them to understand how dangerous those people are, how demonic they are. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, all right, now the problem is right now we see how they are. The problem is how we are, you know. Now, check this out, Cassidra, because this is a topic that we probably shouldn't talk about now, but let's do it anyway. Let's see.
Where are you from? Where? Yes. Huh? Yes. Yes. So what are you doing here? Because we've been calling for you guys to leave the country. Why are you still here? I was not for children. No, my brother. No. Please respect what we are saying and don't try and oppose what we are doing. Don't listen to the government. Don't listen to the police. Don't listen to anyone. Just listen to us. We are saying this peacefully. Please go to your country. 30 June is the deadline, but it's not like you must leave on the 30th of June. Yes. Don't leave on the
He
30th
said,
of
don't even
June.
wait till the
Leave
30th of
now,
June.
because the 30th of June, I can't control people of South Africa.
They tell y'all not to go on the beaches. That's your beaches, though. That's not their beaches. Their beaches is in the Netherlands. That's where they beaches at. Their beach is not there.
In the mountain.
But you don't pull up to them and say, hey, you ain't coming on this beach no more. By June 30th, I better not catch that one of y'all on these beaches.
Neanderthal bitches, the babies. Don't ask me why the babies. You know what I'm saying? You got until Hitler gave until, you know what I'm saying, but we ain't even giving until the 30th. We give it until what is it? I ain't even gonna give today. We giving by the next time one of us see the sun, they better be gone. That's all I'm saying. Go back to Portland or whatever.
It's gonna be a problem. You don't listen to the police. You don't listen to the government. You listen to me. And I'm telling you, get your bags together by June 30th. When I come to this beach, you better not be here. They're not going to Cape Town saying that.
Exactly.
Once again, y'all punching down. It's easy to go punch on the migrant. He don't own your land. He may got a shop. He may got a business somewhere, but he really ain't got nothing going on like that. Now, he may have a little bit more going on than some of you, but in the grand scheme of things, he don't really got much going on. Maybe he's sending some money back to his family in whatever country he's from.
All right. So you see that, Cassidra. And of course you got
But did you hear the white man tell him? They asked him why that he's not attacking his own the white foreigners, and the white guy said, because we love each other, we're together, we trust each other, we respect each other, and we live amongst each other, and we take care of each other. This is what the white guy said when they asked him in South Africa why they're not going after the white foreigners and doing them the same way the black folk doing the foreigners. He said, we come together, we support each other. That's what they told him. But I'm gonna tell you what, it's somebody white behind that whole South Africa thing. I guarantee you it. I guarantee you it. But we'll find out later. Go ahead, I rest my mic.
yeah, that's disgusting. And the problem is
believer in Africa, in the African continent. I'm a positive Pan-Africanist. I'm not a Pan-Africanist to say this thing doesn't work well.
Now he's a French Africanist, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So
positive Pan-Africanist, like we.
That man don't like black folk like that. He only wants their minerals. That's all he wants. Minerals. Minerals. That's all he wants. The minerals.
now the thing is though, are we gonna start saying, you know what I'm saying, you got I wouldn't even say till June 30th, but let's just say June 30th, since that's the
leader of
energy
the
we have for ourselves.
migrant organization tells us why
So listen to this.
she doesn't target white illegal immigrants. She says poor black South Africans are the ones that are heavily impacted by the immigration crisis that is currently happening in the country. In this clip that I'm about to show you, she says African migrants migrate to South Africa and they settle in predominantly black communities as compared to the white illegal immigrants that settle in affluent upmarket communities like your Cape Town, your Sandton, all those fancy suburbs. She further says that because these immigrants are occupying spaces that don't belong to them and overloading the services and resources.
Who are unknown, who are undocumented, who are occupying spaces, who are occupying resource or rather using resources that they are ideally not supposed to be using. And this you will know because we have the issue of schools and we also have the issue of hospitals, for example, where we are present and visible as March and March in hospitals and in schools, securing them for South Africans. So let me first address this. The only reason that March and March is predominantly focused on Black people areas, as you claim, is because our focus is on Black South Africans who are poor.
What?
You see, the day
Focus
we
on black
want
people because we
to
focus on
help
black people?
middle class or whatever, and what, then we will change who we are. But our main focus is on where.
So when we start getting the resources that other people steal from us, then we'll focus on the people that steal from us as opposed to then we just gonna fight black people because we're black? Like what the? How does that make any
Poor South
sense?
Africans are. It's poor South Africans that are failing to get access to hospitals and clinics because there's an influx of illegal immigrants. It's poor South Africans that are failing to have their children get access to schools in their own country. It's poor South Africans who don't have a voice in this country because rich people always manage to have themselves heard. Uzobona nje, even now, if there was ever a water crisis and white people went on the streets and marched, did the president not talk about what the white people are marching about at the State of the Nation address? When South Africans in Nanda and Uzuma, etc., had been complaining about war.
Wait, hold on. That sounds like your president problem, right? Meaning your president was like, "Oh, let me speak because white people here are having water issues. To hell with all the water issues that we have everywhere, but not only my own. But your solution is to go after because the white people gets represented by your black president.
Water over and
I mean,
over.
I don't know.
But
I don't
then
know the politics, so maybe I'll play the part what she say.
so when you say that we're not focusing on white immigrants, you tell me, how do you envision us doing that? So we must stop looking after the resources of Black people that are very scarce and then go into private hospitals that white people are using and start asking them for documents. So we must leave Amalogishi and whatnot and go and look for white people that we think are undocumented and find them and then ask them for documents. So fanele siphume emalokishini siphume endaweni where there's actually an influx of illegal immigrants where we know they are there in our communities. We leave those areas. We go on a witch hunt to look
You
for
leave the areas you got forced into to go back to your original
how
land.
to propose this works. I mean, we don't mind if you want us to go and find white people that are undocumented and are influx in the country. We can easily do that. But I'm telling you right now, even if you were to go to Cape Town today, those white people that are coming into the country are documented. And who's documenting them? Your own government. So we
What?
apologize that our fight or our problem that we're fighting is only centered around Black people. But for us, Black people are the ones that need a voice. For us, Black people are the ones that are marginalized. For us, Black people are the ones that need those.
Oh, Cassidra, is this make? Can you hear me, Nicole?
I can, yeah.
Can you hear me, Cassidra?
I can.
Now, what she said, does it make any sense? Or am I tripping? Am I dumb American?
I don't even pay no attention to the lady. Get no attention. I just, you know what, Forecast? There's only so much you can listen to. It's only so much you can take because sometimes it just makes no sense. You got the white foreigners over there doing the same thing, and nobody's saying nothing to them. Now, let me tell you, I saw the other day where it was 104 black South Africans got arrested for doing something to the Asians. Okay, now you've been doing stuff to black folk all this time, your own. Nobody got arrested. 104 of them just got arrested. for doing something to the Asians. So make that make sense. They was trying to probably do the same thing to the Asians. And they was like, oh no, you ain't mess with them. You go mess with your own, but you ain't mess with the Asians or the immigrants or anybody else that don't look like you. So I know it's somebody white behind this. But until black folk understand and open up their eyes and get it, this is gonna be the problem. Period. I rest. I don't
Dang.
know. I have nothing else to say.
Oh, let's see. Nicole. All right, does it make sense to you, Nicole? I can't hear her again.
Nope, can't hear her again.
Can you
Nicole, we
hear her?
can't hear you.
I'm
Hello?
here. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
So what's your comment? What's your comment? What do you think?
I wasn't paying attention to her because she irritated me. I just,
Okay.
I drifted off. It wasn't logical what you were saying. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me.
But I'm telling you, this is what's wrong with black people. We get people that don't know their history or they don't care to learn the history, and then they'll take white folks side. Everything. I keep telling y'all this some white folk shit. White folk behind the South Africa stuff because they was talking about Israel. They want their own country. They want their own space, which is Cape Town. They want Cape Town to be separate from South Africa because that's where all the white folk at Cape Town because it's near the beach. That's a beautiful area. It's near the beach, and they want all of that area. But it's going to be the same thing in Kenya because Kenya just gave the Jews 500 acres of land. So they coming to take, I'm just saying, they coming to take over. They don't come to work with you. They come to take over. And they want Cape Town for themselves because that's the most expensive part and it's by the beach. And that's why they want it. But hey, black folk, let them have it. Go ahead, let them have it then. I'll rest with that.
Why are they looking for some of the stuff by the water though? I mean, what's the? I know, but anything by water they want, and I want to know why that is.
Yeah, well, easy access, I guess. Easy escape routes and easy access. That's the ports. Remember, you have the ports, right? So where the port
Yeah,
is, it's for a reason. You got in and out access. You got the ports. You got easy access to get out to escape if you need to. But the
they can get to
beach
the
is
Epstein Island.
beautiful. That area is beautiful. You have to understand that, but it's worth a lot of money in that area too. So yeah. But
Yeah.
it's a shame how they want to come over in your area and take over. You don't let them come and take an inch. You don't give them no inches because if you let them get an inch, they're gonna take the whole pie.
Yeah.
You don't give them an inch of nothing. And that's what black folks are doing. We letting them come over and telling us what to do. How you gonna come to a black country and say you want your own? Take your ass back to the Caucasus Mountains. You can have all your own.
All
Own
right.
anything and everything. Caucasus Mountain is free. That's where you came from anyway.
All right.
But I rest.
Okay, though.
Right, to the dirty, dark caves that you come from.
Exactly. Go back. You can have all of the land you want.
Right, if they had kept all of that Epstein behavior in those dirty, dark caves, nobody would care. Nobody
Exactly.
would care.
Don't nobody
They
care
don't
now
care
because that's
now.
part of their
They don't care
culture.
now.
That's that's part of their
That's why ain't
culture. They
nobody in
don't care.
jail.
Exactly.
They can
Because
use
that's what
all
they
the
do.
babies in the
That's what they
world.
do.
All right, y'all. So let's end it on a good note, right? Because not all black people around the world punks. I know y'all seen this.
I don't care what nobody say. I love how Jamaica handle business. Listen to me. If Jamaicans don't
I
want
can't hear
black
them.
people or something, they're not doing it.
Can you hear it,
I
Cassidra?
can hear it. I can hear it. Nicole, you got to come back out. Go out. Go back
I'm,
in.
Yeah,
I'm
she
gonna go
might
over to
can't.
YouTube. I'm gonna go over to YouTube.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, she might can't hear me. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe we have to figure something else out because the audio is crazy these days.
It's my
Crazy.
phone. It's my phone. I'm telling you, my internet in my house
Well,
and my
nah, we be
Wi-Fi.
happening. It be happening on my end too, because like when you go out, it messes up. But I don't know.
Let me find out my internet better than y'all.
It might be. We don't even know what
9,000
time it
miles
is right
away.
now. we think it's daylight saving times right now. We don't know what time it is. So, but anyway,
There's none of that racist bullshit doing that shit. No. I've heard so many stories from the Jamaicans while I was there about like the not governor, what is it called? The ambassador, not an ambassador. I seriously cannot remember what y'all's is called. I think, no, not a queen, president. I cannot remember what it's called.
all right. Let's see. I thought I had something, but I didn't. I
But
should
that's
have.
even true. The Jamaicans, they're trying to take over their beaches too in Jamaica. So y'all sit there and let them take over y'all areas if you want to. They trying to do the same thing in Jamaica. Take over the beaches,
Yeah.
the agents.
So that
Chinese hotel burnt down, set ablaze by Jamaicans after denying access to the beach that was reserved for Chinese and white Jamaicans, or white people and Chinese people. Let me say that, even though out of many one people. Like, what if we like, yeah, did them a play, dark skin one? Who are you? And we're not promote or support violence. But when they hear them violent act, them arson, it makes sense. We understand. I'm sure the whole diaspora, neighboring islands are proud of Jamaicans, like all the time. And one thing with Jamaicans, when they start to too much, they go feel it. Remember what them tell you, from history? All of the
All right. So, y'all got any thoughts on that? Them burning the hotel down?
God, they're doing something. They should have been burned it down. There's a whole lot going on in Jamaica with them beaches. But I'm glad they did it. You can't come to somebody else's country and try to run it, but they cannot go to China and run nothing in China. That's the me. What you allow white folk to do in your country, you can't go to their country, same thing. You can't go to China and get no land. You can't go to China and build something and black folk can come to this. You can't do that. So why is it that they can come to Africa and Africa and say we want a whites only anything? No, that shit back to where you came from. You can have only white in the Caucasus Mountains. You can have it in Europe, but you ain't coming to a black country telling me you want to only white. That's when you're supposed to take things into your own hands, especially if your government is, because a lot of these governments are allowing this shit. This is why it's happening. Jamaica, the government allowed them to buy a certain part of the beaches, and then they want to an on beach. You can't come on their beach that they grew up on. No, you don't get to do that.
You talking
You
about
take that
Jamaica?
shit back to China. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get a right to and claim nothing and talking about I'm Jamaican. Bitch,
A
you
Chinese
Chinese.
person?
Come to Jamaica, tell me they
Hey.
Jamaican. Girl, please. You take that stuff back to Jamaica. You take that back to China. If you want to own something, you go to China and own it. We can't go to China and own anything, but they can come to these black countries and own land and call it theirs and privatize it. That's the crazy part about all of this. And I'll rest.
Yeah. You want to say something, Nicole?
I'm just glad they burnt that hotel down.
Mhm.
That's what they get.
I know, right? I know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I
Good.
would have had me some
Good.
mushrooms. Not mushrooms,
Good job.
some
Good job,
what
Jamaica.
they wasn't playing with them, was they?
All right, now Nicole, you don't even have to hear the last videos here. As you can just see it and kind of get the point, right?
Is he a coon?
No, just the last part, right? I don't know what's up with this part, but apparently, Congo has started saying free travel visas for Africans starting in 2027. Now, I'm
Congo is
not
setting
sure.
Good.
requirements for African
It's just gonna
nationals
be the
About,
wishing
Congo
to
because you know
enter
they
the
got
country effective
the
hold
January.
Congo
on.
has an outbreak of Ebola right now. Okay, so I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all want to go there right now.
Okay, yeah.
So Okay, so I don't know,
All
Uganda or
right, man, put
Congo.
that out there.
Every time America come over there, hold on, forecast. Every time America comes there, and Uganda told America no to that same-sex bill, right? So now that
So
could
what?
be wise in Uganda because they want them to say yes to that bill. So America do shit behind the scenes. So now, in order to get the treatment that you need for Ebola, you got to let us come over there and accept that same-sex bill. See how shit happens. This is what America does. They bring stuff over to Africa, and then they want to make a deal with you. So if we give you the treatments, then you're gonna have to do this for us. No, we're not bringing that same sex stuff over here. You can keep
And
that
you
over
see,
there. So so now you got to bargain with them to get the treatment that you need. So you got to,
mm.
you got to give something to get something. No, we're not doing that with America.
And they
Throw
probably
that
took
out
it over
there.
there anyway.
They did. Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Fauci brought that mess over here.
Well, look at my Bill. Look
He'll
at
see.
Bill Gates. He wanted to take some stuff and test it out in
Of
Africa, which
course.
they and that guy with the
Burkina
I
Faso
can't.
said no.
He said no.
Burkina
Mm-mm. He
Faso
said
said
no.
no. He said no, get out. We're not doing that
Mm-hmm.
over here. Now
Yeah, they got
that's
all
how
these.
you
They
know that
want to test it
America.
in Asia. Yeah, they don't want to
That's
go to
right.
no other place. They want to come and test it in Africa.
No, you're gonna test it on the Cox Mountain folks. That's who you need to test it on. Go to South Africa and test it on them.
Yeah,
How
go to
about that?
Cape Town.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Exactly. Go ahead.
Go to Switzerland and Greenland and all them other ugly places. Go to your mama's house and test it. Okay, test it on the insurrections.
Guys. Now, all right, so I want to show y'all this right here is a black-owned toilet paper company called
Okay.
Leafy. All right, and
Okay. They own toilet paper.
yeah, you might can't hear it, but they're not really saying much. But I still wanted to show them because they have a black-owned toilet paper company.
Yeah. At least they
My
ain't got no
brother.
poison in the toilet paper.
Let's see. Hold
Hi, I'm Charles Peace. I'm Marvin Green, and we co-founded Leafy Products.
Two entrepreneurs have launched the newest Black-owned brand of toilet paper, but the way they do it is quite different than their competition.
Leafy Products is an eco-friendly bamboo paper product brand. Everything that we have is strictly biodegradable. That's why you should choose Leafy, the tan toilet paper with absolutely no chemicals. Even down to our residential packaging, it's made out of sugarcane instead of plastic.
And although they themselves are Black-owned business, they
Yeah, find
run
over there so
their
I can order me
business
some.
to benefit other Black-owned businesses.
A portion of our funds go back to Black-owned businesses that were struggling during the pandemic to be able to help them out as well. Adding back, whether that's monetarily, whether that's, offering toilet paper to different businesses struggling, homeless shelters, thinking of all realms of being not only a paper product brand, but a social enterprise of giving back as Black owners.
Oh, I was on mute, but yeah, shouts out to these brothers. I was trying to pull it
Yes,
up,
I
but it
love
ain't
it.
coming up.
I love
But
it. I love it.
yeah, I
That's what we're
probably
supposed
order
to be doing.
something.
When you see something need to be developed, go ahead and develop it. That's what we need to be doing so that we can take over and support our own. And this is what we should be doing right now, building our own and supporting our own. Take your money away from them. $1.2 trillion, let's spend that in our community only,
Right.
period. What are we doing? And
Yeah.
this is how we do it. One product at a time. Somebody need to do some coffee, tea. You can get coffee from Ghana and partner up with them and bring your own coffee and have your own coffee team. These are things that we can develop one product at a time. And I rest.
Yeah, screen freezing up. You want to say something? I'm trying to show the website, but y'all might have to go there. It's called Green Get Leafy Products,
Okay.
or just put black owned
Okay,
business toilet
I
paper
love that.
Leafy. But now the screen freezing up, so it ain't working. So
Okay.
all right, but you already know how we end things here, And the only way that that's understood, right? The only one method that we know about. All right, let me start it over so you can hear it. But you can see it too. So
Hello?
he caught the chair twice.
Hey, always bro who got hit the first. Hey,
Oh, y'all saw that?
What happened?
Yep.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you couldn't see it?
I saw the end of it.
Oh, I'll play it one more time. All right. You might can't hear it, but they're not saying anything. You can just see it.
Okay.
This dude don't know where he at.
hey, always bro who got hit.
You see it that time?
I did.
All right. I give y'all this one, right? Because even until your last day, right, it has to be done. Right? Even in your last days, right? You see this?
What in the
Now, see, look, consider
Oh
if
my
you ain't
God.
leave America, this would have been you. Like when you went, well, you would have
That
been
was
at
a
a
lie,
nursing
honey.
home, but
Would never been that would never been me, honey.
yeah,
That
you
would
would
have
have never
never
been
been
in a
me.
nursing home. But if you were, this would have
Oh,
been you in a
honey.
nursing home.
Shoot. Man, they ain't going crazy. I'll be running that nursing home.
this
Everybody up in there.
would be this would be both of y'all.
She'd be like my mama still running around at 94. My mother 94 and still moving around.
Damn.
Yes. Yes. But
All
that's
right,
a
y'all.
good thing. That's good. That's good.
Now,
I would love her, man. For real.
Oh man.
now this don't have nothing to do with it, but I feel like this is our message, right? This is how it feels like when we trying to save black people, right? And this is how I feel like when we trying to save our message, right? Well, we trying to split the sea here, consider because we trying to bring our people back over there, right? And so this Nigerian brother is going to split the sea right here. You know what I'm saying? So this is how I feel like right now with us doing these lives. Ain't nobody listening because they love their white people. You know, we ain't gonna be able to save them from moving to Oregon or
Yeah.
sending their kids to
Ain't
white
Yeah,
nothing.
going,
schools.
going to Oregon with some white woman.
This is us
Ain't no
right now.
sundown town.
Flying somebody out to play football.
This is us trying to save the black people. You might can't hear it, but they playing music.
Oh, we can hear it.
It's in the
Oh,
it's
I
the
can't.
feed.
About to hear it, though. I'm about to go to YouTube and listen to it.
I feel like this is us right now, consider like we like, yeah, buy black stuff, you know what I'm saying? Stick with black women, you know what I'm saying? Love each other, let's support each other, go back in. Like we trying to celebrate, and this is black people, the water is black people. This is me trying to save black people, and this is black people and pushing me back every time, consider. I don't know what we could do.
I love it. I love it.
But anyway, Nicole, you want to say any? I'm glad you joined us today. It's good. We gonna fix the technical difficulties.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Nicole.
Do you want to say anything to wrap up everything for today?
You know what? I just want us to get it. I don't know what it's gonna take, but we're gonna keep on pouring it on. We're gonna keep on showing you videos that may get on your nerves, videos that may make your blood pressure go up, but maybe it'll make your blood pressure go up to where you want to do something about it. Instead
Can
of
y'all
taking
hear me? I
medication,
can't hear
go ahead and
y'all.
show up. We hear you now.
I hear you.
Maybe now you ready to show up, and do something about it. Because until we show up and start doing unto them, nothing is going to change. Period. And I'll rest with that.
Okay. Can you hear Nicole?
Can't hear nothing you saying for half.
Uh-oh, you
Not
can't hear
nan
nothing. You got
word.
something to say, Nicole? You got last words?
Yeah, she might can't hear you either.
Well, go ahead, Forecast,
Okay.
because you're about done anyway.
Yeah, yeah. So, shouts out to Nicole for joining us, and shouts out to
Yeah.
Can't hear
Cassidra.
nothing nan.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, she might got to go out, and well, I guess
Go
was
out and come back in, Nicole. We getting ready to go anyway.
all right.
Go out
But
and come back in.
shouts
Well, go
out to
ahead.
Jermaine and Coco in the building. Shouts out to Matron. Shouts out to her for reading the book. My last
Yeah.
words. I don't even have. I'll let this person have my last words. Um, Not why the babies, although we saw why the babies, but
All the babies. All of
all
them.
of
Every
them.
last one.
The retarded, the cripple, dumb.
All of them. Long as they breathing. All of them.
I ain't hear nothing nan
Had my
word.
way, I'd have been a killer. If I had my way,
Oh, okay. My bad. I'll play this one first.
I think what you're trying to ask is why am I so insistent upon giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black pushing them to identify with black culture. I think that's what you're asking. I have no choice over it. In the first place, to me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people. And I mean that in every sense, outside and inside. And to me, we have a culture that is surpassed by no other civilization, but we don't know anything about it. So again, I think I've said this before in the same interview. I think at some time before, my job is to somehow make them curious enough or persuade them by hook or crook to get more aware of themselves and where they came from and what they are into and what is already there, and just to bring it out. This is what compels me to compel them. And I will do it by whatever means necessary. When I'm finished.
Right. By whatever means necessary. Facts.
Who was that
I
lady?
had
What was
my
her
way,
name? I
I'd
forget
have
her
been a
name.
killer. Okay? That's true. I would have had guns, and I would have gone to the South and gave them violence for violence, shotgun for shotgun, if I had my way. But
Forecast,
my
what's her name?
husband,
Huh?
What's the lady's name?
Nina Simone.
Okay.
Yeah.
told me I didn't know anything about guns, and he refused to teach me. And the only thing I had was music, so I obeyed him. But if I'd had my way, darling, I wouldn't be sitting here today. I'd be probably dead somewhere because I would have used guns during those years. I was never a nonviolent person.
Facts. So shouts out to as Nina Simone. And that's what we trying to give y'all that blackness, but what are you gonna do, right? Nicole, can you hear anything? All right, so she can.
I hear it. Yeah, I think she just can't hear it. Nicole, did you hear that, Nina? She heard it because she asked the
I
lady's
heard
name.
some of it. But
Okay.
she had a white husband too, you know that.
Did she?
And she did.
Oh, Lord. Oh, good Lord. Well,
I
she was
thought that
still
was
black
her.
first. So, as long as she black first, I'm just
Y'all hear
saying,
me?
shoot, we can hear you.
I hear you, but now I think we can't hear you, Cassandra, because I've been listening
Oh,
on
y'all
YouTube.
can
I
hear
can
me?
hear you on YouTube, but I can't hear you on here.
That's what I've been going to, but I don't feel like typing nothing. It takes too long for y'all to see it.
All right. Say what. Go ahead. Say what you want to say, Cassandra. I can hear you when I turn on the YouTube. I'm gonna go on mute.
Oh no, I'm done. I'm talking. My thing is, you said Nicole, lady was married to a white man. Is that what you're saying, forecast? The lady?
I don't know. I can't remember right now. She might have been. I don't. She might not
Okay,
have
I
been.
think
I don't know. But I think she
yeah.
was talking
I
about her
think she
brother
told
was
you.
telling her to not abuse it.
Okay, because I think she just said the lady was married to a white man. You know what? My thing is, I don't know. We just done. We just done. I don't know. You said I keep talking about keep hope alive, but I don't know. It gets harder and harder to keep hope alive
Keep hope
because we
alive.
see stuff and we think about it. So I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know, but we're gonna still keep talking about it every Wednesday night, Thursday morning for me. I'm hopefully one day that light bulb will click and it'll come on and we'll understand who. And with that, I rest. Have a great week and have a great rest of your week.
Yeah, and I want to say I appreciate you for getting up on at your time and all of that stuff. We'll figure out the technical difficulties because I can't hear
Yeah,
anything right now unless I go on mute and listen on YouTube. So I'm gonna just
okay,
get off of here
okay.
now. So with that, I appreciate all of y'all for listening. Shouts out to everybody who was here and who didn't say anything to
Absolutely.
too. And as always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we're gonna keep falling for anything.
Peace, family.